EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. This one for the right to represent the AFC in Super Bowl 56 in L.A. Off we go. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Locke going to throw. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. He completes it to Beckham. And he's brought down after a very nice game. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Chubb into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Chubb again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And that is no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Locke. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. On the give is Nwangu. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 31. Handoff here to Nwangu. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Locke on target to Fant for a Bronco 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Pass incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. Nwangu going to get it on the counter. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Throwing now is Locke. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Cortland Sutton from 8 yards out. And the Broncos are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mayfield. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the sign judge. And that's good enough for a first down. That one goes for 24 yards. First down, Mayfield. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 26-yard line. From the gun, Mayfield. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape for the 1st and goal.
Under 10, 10. Like you mean it.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Mike Purcell busting through to get him for a loss of 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Flush to, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Von Miller Drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Handoff right side to Wangu. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
To throw it is Locke. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us as always as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 56 in L.A. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Chase McLaughlin for the Browns field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
2nd and 10. On the run is Nwangu. And they can't bring him down. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This caught by Fant toward the sideline. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 23 yards on the play. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Nwangu, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Locke to throw. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos push further out in front. And I believe they've buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 39. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Nwangu. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Kene Nwangu. As the first half is winding down. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it. And we saw evidence of that right there. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Locks throw into the hands of Fan. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship from the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 22-yard line.
Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. KJ Hamler there to make the grab. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. Here's Mayfield. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
He's going to look deep now for Landry, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Mayfield on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Second down and goal. Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Mike 28, Mike 28. I got it. Check.
Here's Nwangu. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
At the 40-yard line.
5 yards remain on second down. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now it's Nwangu. They juked him. Still going. 94 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a handoff here to his running back. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Block now to throw. That's caught left side by Judy. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They look to throw. It's Locke.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
And McManus able to put it through, and that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession, gigantic. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield.
The number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything, as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield looks to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Bradley Chubb. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Like like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking first down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Browns 23.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on second down. Lock. He'll find Nwangu underneath. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke.
Drops this off with Nwangu.
No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Locke looks to throw it again.
That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get...
He's got a man complete. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So the onside kick will come with 17 seconds to play. Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.
Shall come forth as pure gold.